morning. So I'm here and I am going to be doing today's video, which is a long-awaited all one brand e.l.f. haul. I know I've been saying for a while that I was gonna get it up for you and just never got around to doing so. So here I am in all my naked face glory to do my e.l.f. one brand tutorial for you. So I've already primed my face with the e.l.f. Mineral Face Primer just to save a little bit of time. Nobody really cares about seeing me prime my face. So I'm going to try to make this fast, okay? So I'm going to try not to ramble. I usually do anyway, which I'm doing right now. But, okay, e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation in the color Sand. So I'm going to get that on my face. And today's look is really just going to be nothing crazy. I really don't have anything planned too much today. I do want to make it a point to run to Ulta, which I have surprisingly never been to an Ulta before. I know. Never been to an Ulta. So I'm going to run there today because I was watching some videos on a brand that I have never tried, Essence of Beauty. Maybe when I was younger I grabbed one or two things without knowing, not purposely, but you know, in my adult YouTuber days, anyway, I've never tried any Essence of Beauty products. So I've heard their blushes are really good. So I'm going to run to my Ulta just to see if they have them, or it rather, so I can use those. Okay, so I'm going to use the Makeup Mist and Set just a little bit on my flat powder brush by e.l.f. I'm using all e.l.f. products and all e.l.f. brushes for you girls today, so bear with me. Some of them are actually my favorites, but some of them are whatever. This powder brush happens to be one of my favorites. So it was actually one of the first brushes I ever used for foundation. So anyway, I'm going to use the Mist and Set just to help blend this out a little bit easier, because this foundation, the Flawless Finish Foundation has an SPF of 15 and it's oil-free, ladies. So I really like this foundation. This was one of the first foundations that I used, again, since I've started YouTube anyway. And I really like it. It's got good coverage. You could see I had a little bit of breakoutage going on my chin. I have been slacking on my apple cider vinegar routine. I don't know if you girls got a chance to see that video, but I suffer from cystic acne, and the apple cider vinegar really virtually cleared it up, like completely. I had no breakouts on my face. Scars were going down, which was a big problem. And yeah, but with moving and everything and just stress and, you know, day-to-day life, being a single mama, having to work a full-time job, take care of the house, cook, clean, kid, and keep my sanity, I just kind of, you know, forgot. You know, I'd leave the house in the morning without taking it, and then by the time I got home at night, just slipped my mind to take it then. But, so yeah, breakout. Story of my life. Okay, so you can see with one layer, it's pretty good coverage. The redness is kind of gone, for the most part. And like I said, I'm not going for super duper full coverage today, only because, you know, 7 days a week wearing makeup, like, you kind of want to give your skin a little bit of a break. I mean, I'm not going to be out all day today, so I'm probably going to end up taking it off after a couple hours anyway, but I really wanted to get this video up for you. Okay. So like I said, pretty good coverage with this foundation. And my hair's falling. So that flat top powder brush, ladies, very dense. Very good quality brush for $3. The e.l.f. Studio line brushes, rather, are like around $3. And then I have a couple from their dollar line, which a couple are my favorites. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to try to give you a little bit of review as I go along. Okay, so for some spot treatment, I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. concealer. This is the stick version. This is in the shade Ivory, which Ivory is a no. It's not Ivory. I mean, it's my skin tone, and I like to think that I'm like a medium skin tone. But I'm just going to go over some of the spots that are seeping through the foundation. So the e.l.f. concealer here, and I also have from the dollar line one of my favorite brushes. It's the small e.l.f. concealer brush. It's just really, really tiny and good for getting right into those little nasty trouble spots. So I'm just going to go in with this. This formula is a little bit dry, a little bit on the thicker side. And I like to use it around my face just for spot concealing. Just for like those little areas that need a little bit of extra coverage. When I don't feel like going full out, full on, you know, heavy duty coverage, foundation wise. So there you go. I'm going to dab that on. And then I'm just going to take my powder brush and just buff that out again. You could even use your finger, which I usually do, but okay. So there you go. Now for my under eyes, I'm going to use the HD Lifting Concealer, which this is the shade I don't know because if there was a sticker, it came off. But I do know that this is very light. It's a little on the yellow side, which you can see how bright it is. Just going to bring it down a little bit, not too much. Hey. I look like one of those pop art people. Okay, so I'm going to go in with, what do I want to use? I'm going to use my Beauty Blender only because when you spread this out, it tends to thin and kind of disappear. So I'm just going to use the rounded tip end of my Beauty Blender. It's not really the Beauty Blender, it's the Real Techniques version. But yeah, so just gonna dab this out, and you can see it gives a nice brightening effect when used with a dampened beauty sponge. And luckily I don't have a lot of dark circles, so this will be just fine. Okay, so see, it brightened me up a little bit. Now I look awake, kind of. Yeah. Okay, so there's that. Now I'm going to go in with two powders. First, I'm going to use the High Definition powder by e.l.f. And comes with this little sponge, which I don't use. And I'm going to use my Flawless Concealer brush, also by e.l.f., the Studio line. And I'm just going to use this powder to set my under eyes. It's very finely milled, girls. This powder is really, really, really good stuff for, I think it was $6. Well worth it. Does the trick. Okay, so there's one eye. And there you go. Okay, put that away. Now for my face, just because I have a little bit of breakout going on, I want to use something to help clear that up. So I'm going to use the Clarifying Pressed Powder by e.l.f. And I'm just going to go in with that, what am I going to use? My mineral, do I want to use this one? Yeah, we'll use the Mineral Powder Face Brush. Face brush? Face brush. So I'm just going to dab that around the chin area. And this, I'm sorry ladies, this is in the shade Ivory number 3, 1305. So there you go. Face is set, and now I'm just going to do some brows. Just going to use the spoolie end of my Anastasia Brow Wiz just to brush these up. And I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. brow kit in the shade Dark and my small angled brush by e.l.f. also. And I'm just going to use the gel side here. Pick up some of that. Now this e.l.f. brow kit is pretty good. I tend to, for the weekdays where I have to go out, you know, to work, or if I have a special event or something, you know, I want to use something more high-end, I will go with my Anastasia brow dip just because it's just easier to work with, I guess. But on natural days, I will grab for the e.l.f. brow kit. It's just very natural. Don't get me wrong, this is a great product. But especially with the summer, I find that the brow dip does not move at all through sweaty workouts, hot days, you name it. Sucker ain't going nowhere. Whereas my e.l.f. brow kit, the gel side is kind of sheer. I don't know. You have to use it to know what I mean, because I don't want to sound like it's a bad product, because it isn't. It's a very good product. I mean, as you can see, it's doing the job. But it kind of tends to, I guess, melt off, you know, and smudge if, you know, on those days, like I said, where it's hot, or if I'm working out, but for like a day where I really, it's whatever, if my brows melt off, I will grab for this. So I'm just outlining and filling in the shape. Here's Jaden. Hi, baby. Come show them your haircut. Jaden. What? Because he doesn't want to make a cameo. Okay. So there's the general shape that I like. And now I'm just going to clean that same brush off, and I'm going to go into the powder side over here. Sorry. And I'm just going to fill in here and blend it up. You see how natural that looks? Okay. I just really love this brow kit for, you know, the days where, like I said, laid back, don't have much to do, and it's going to be a quick day. So now on to eyes. I'm going to use my Mineral Eyeshadow Primer, also by e.l.f. Everything's by e.l.f., ladies. Everything, everything. And I actually really, really like this primer. This primer was $1. Cannot beat it. Okay, so I'm just going to slap that on the lid. Blend it out. And blend it out. Oh, one thing I forgot for my brows. I'm going to set my brows in place using the e.l.f. It's the duo-ended lash and brow clear mascara by e.l.f. I use both of these for my brows just because I don't really ever put clear mascara on my lashes. So, but this is good. It really helps to set the brows in place, you know. Okay, what was I doing? Eyes. Okay, so got my primer on. Now, I have this e.l.f. Custom Compact that I bought for $1, and then each individual little shadow in here is also $1. Found these at Target. You can also get them online at eyeslipsface.com. So I'm going to go in with, and I don't have a blending brush, so I'm going to use my e.l.f. Flawless Concealer Brush. I'm just going to clean it off. And I'm going to go into this matte brown shade over here. Just going to pick some of that up. Where's the other one that I'm using? Okay. And I'm just going to use this as like a blending shade. So I'm just going to pop it here on the upper crease. Okay. Go back into that same color. And do the other side. And I'm also going to be using a duo by e.l.f. It's those rounded duos in the shade Mixed Berry. Kind of like a light purpley and a silvery purple shade. Say. So what I'm going to do is, first, I'm going to take my large blending eye brush by e.l.f. and still from my custom palette, I'm going to take, oh wait, no, I'm lying. Yes? Yes. I'm going to take this brown, this medium brown shade here. It's kind of like a, not brown, it's like a goldy brown. And I'm going to tap that off. And I'm just going to take that into the crease and blend it in. And same thing for the other side. Tap that off. Now these single eyeshadows from e.l.f. are pretty pigmented. I don't know if you can see from there. But they're pretty pigmented. The duos, I can't really say the same thing for, honestly. They're kind of sheer. From what I remember, you can decently build them up, but not to any level that I'd want, you know, that I'd be satisfied with. I mean, let's face it, girls, I want some color. So I'm just going to create like a V shape on the outside. And we're creating dimension here, really, for the most part. You see what I did? I don't know how well it's picking up, but... So there's that, and I'm just cleaning off this brush, okay? Now I'm going to go into the duo. Then I'm going to go into this purpley shade. And I'm just going to go, it's kind of powdery, okay? These are very powdery. And I'm just going to go, you know, into the crease, just right under that brown sparkly shade that I put in. I'm just going to blend that in. Same thing over here. Okay. Now I'm going to go back and I'm going to take some more of that matte brown shade with my concealer brush. I'm going to tap it off and I'm just going to blend those together lightly. Okay? Because we don't want any harsh lines. So there you go. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go back to that large crease brush, clean it off, make sure it's clean. And I'm going to go back into my custom palette. I'm going to take this shimmery shade up here and I'm just going to put that on the brow bone. Okay. Make sure that's blended. And then I'm going to take the brush again, clean it off. Actually, no. Let me go back and take my small crease brush by e.l.f. And I'm going to go back into that same brown shade, the goldy brown shade that we put in the upper crease. And I'm going to drag that along the lower lash line. Just to tie it all together. Okay? Now I'm going to go back with the large crease brush, and I'm going to take that shimmery light shade from the Duo, and I'm just going to pop that on the inner corner. I don't know if it's picking up on camera. And then I'm going to take this e.l.f. eyeliner and shadow stick in Purple and Plum. I'm going to take the liner side, and it's a twist up purple, okay? Go. And I'm just going to smudge this on the lower lash line on the outer third. Put that there. Okay, and then I'm going to take, where'd it go? The small crease brush, and I'm going to go back in with that purple shade from the Duo, the darker purple, and just smudge that out. Okay, and that's it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of contouring, not much. I'm going to take my e.l.f. Baked Bronzer in the shade Los Cabos, okay? And I actually love this bronzer. It's very matte, and it's just like a beautiful, beautiful brown shade. See that? Little goes a long way with this. I'm going to take my large complexion brush by e.l.f. and I'm just going to tap that. Do you see? Okay, you don't need much. And I'm just going to contour around the face, the forehead. Because I'm not going to do like any deep contouring today. I'm just going to warm up the face a little bit. So, take a little bit more. And I'm just going to lightly do it in an E shape. Throwing stuff, girls. I'm throwing stuff. Serious today. See how that just warms it up? Okay. So there's that. Then I'm going to take my mineral powder brush again. And I'm going to go in with some blush. Actually, no, I'm not going to use the mineral brush. I'm going to use a small stipple brush by e.l.f. Love this thing for, especially cream shadows. But I am just going to use it for my powder today, just for, you know, the tutorial sake. I'm going in with the Studio Line blush in Mellow Mauve, and I've already hit pan on this. I just love this color. It's a natural color for me. It's not too crazy pigmented on my skin coloring anyway, just because I am, you know, a little bit darker skin tone. So I'm just going to stipple this in. And like I said, it's a very natural shade. It's not going to give me a huge flush of color, but that's why I like it. You know, it's for those natural days where I don't want to have like boom, pout in your face kind of cheeks. Okay, so there's that, and I'm just going to, okay, now I'm going to go on top of that with a baked blush, okay, in the shade Pinktastic. Love it. And I'm going to use my blush brush by e.l.f. I love this blush for like highlight, and I'm just going to sweep this right here, just for an extra, you know, extra something something. And I'm going to put it on the bridge of my nose, a little bit here on the Cupid's bow, and a little bit on my chin and my forehead. So there you go. And now for the lashes. I'm going to use my curler. It's not by e.l.f. I don't have one, so forgive me. I'm going to skip on upper liner today just because, like I said, natural. So I'm just going to give these a couple pushes with the curler. And I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Volumizing Mascara. I really love this thing. It just helps to give some meat to the lashes. You see that? I don't know if you could see from there. But it definitely gives me volume without clumping. Look at that. I really love this mascara. I really do. I actually pretty much use it every day. Even if I pop this on before I put on my L'Oreal Voluminous or my Butterfly or my favorite Telescopic. And it never fails. I always seem to get mascara on my damn eye. Always. Always. I posted a picture on Instagram the other day with like the nastiest like mascara smudge like in my eyeball. And a lot of you girls are very smart. You're like, don't touch it, just let it dry, and then when it dries, flake it off. Well, luckily I knew that, and that's exactly how I got it off. But it's just always great to see my fellow YouTubers and subscribers and, you know, friends, because that's what you girls really are to me, jump in and, you know, give me pointers to save the day. So I appreciate you all for that. So there's the mascara with like one coat, you say? I don't think you can see from there. Okay, so there's that. Lips. I had to use, I'm going to use this lip liner. I can't find my other one, which is like a berry color, but this is the natural blush. You can see it. Just a natural color, okay? So I'm going to line like this. And I'm going to use the e.l.f. matte lip color in Tea Rose. Just a twist up. And it's got a little sharpener on the end, which I think is cute. This is just your basic mauvey pink. Okay. And I'm going to top it off with some, and of course it's rubbed off, the Shimmer Lip Gloss in Inspire, also by e.l.f. So there you go. Let me see if I can get that. Okay, so here's the finished look, and of course I rubbed off my highlighter. Let's pop that back in there. Okay, girls, so this is the finished look. Take my hair down real quick to show you. Whoop, whoop. So here it is, full face e.l.f. for you. Not too crazy on the eyes. You can see the mascara now. I really love it. It's just one coat. So here we are. Okay, girls, please thumbs up this video if you enjoyed it. I really love all of you, and I appreciate you for watching. It's just fun, you know, just doing these tutorials for you. So if you do enjoy these one brand tutorials and you want me to do more in the future, just like I said, thumbs this video up and let me know in the comments below what you want to see next. And please, if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe. It helps me out. Like this video again if you could. That would really help me out. And I'll see you girls next time. Bye.